Everyone in the group chat is rooting for my husband to get back with his ex. None of them know he's been married to me for 3 years. In high school, he was the definition of soulful. He was a romantic extremist. He'd bought roses for every girl in the senior class just so Camille wouldn't feel singled out by her strict parents. He'd braid a suspension to light up the sky with her name. I'd seen the roses. I'd seen the fireworks. I was just the girl in the background, benefiting from the fallout of his love for someone else. The realization hit me then, sharp and cold. I was afraid. Chapter 4. I have spent my life waiting. Waiting for the 50% off stickers at the grocery store. Waiting for the last bus in the rain. Waiting in the foster system for a family that never came. I was falling into the old habit again. I was waiting for the inevitable. Waiting for Nate to realize he still loved her. Waiting for the we need to talk conversation. Waiting to be discarded. Usually, the waiting was a numb, dull thing. But this time, it hurt. I decided, for the first time in my life, to be brave. I went to Nate's office. I rehearsed the questions in my head the whole way there. Do you still love her? Are we over? I didn't even make it past the lobby. The receptionist gave me a polished, pitying smile. I'm sorry, Mrs. Vance, but Nate is in a closed-door session. Unless it's an emergency? I wasn't even sure if Nate wanted his employees to know he was married to someone like me. I hadn't pushed for a public profile. It's fine, I said. I pulled out my phone to call him, just as the elevator dinged. Nate walked out, surrounded by a phalanx of VPs. He looked at his phone, a flicker of confusion crossing his face, but he didn't answer. I hung up instinctively. He was walking slower than usual, leaning back to listen to someone behind him. As they cleared the corner, I saw her, Camille. She looked exactly the same, the kind of timeless beauty that didn't need filters. She was walking beside him, her hand occasionally brushing his arm. Is that the same ringtone? She asked, her voice carrying across the lobby. I can't believe you still use that piano track. It was my favorite. 17-year-old Nate listened to nothing but grunge and heavy metal, but Camille loved Chopin. Nate had changed his entire world for her. Apparently, he'd never changed it back. The receptionist cleared her throat. See? I told you he was busy. Right, I whispered. Thank you. I went home and crawled into bed. I just wanted to sleep it off, but the group chat was a wildfire. OMG, guess who I just saw at Lou Bernardine? Nate and Camille. It's happening. The end game is finally here. At Camille, give us the tea. Is the flame back on? Camille posted a photo. A view of the city, a glass of expensive red, and a man's forearm resting on the table. You couldn't see his face, but I knew those veins, that watch, those fingers. The food here is still incredible, she captioned it. I zoomed in on his hand. The hand I'd held every night for 2 years. His wedding ring was gone. Chapter 5. Nate came home early. He didn't come to the bedroom. He went out to the balcony and lit a cigarette. He'd quit the day we got married. Seeing her had clearly broken his resolve. When he finally came inside and showered, he climbed into bed and pulled me against him. It was a rare gesture of affection outside of our sex life. Claire, he whispered into my hair. We should talk. About what? The divorce? The fact that you're moving her into my spot? My breath hitched. I felt my body go rigid. Never mind, he sighed, sensing my tension. Why did you call me today? You never call the office. It was an accident, I lied. A pocket dial. Oh, I figured. That night, he was different. He kissed me with a slow, agonizing tenderness that felt like a goodbye. I'd always preferred it when he was a little rough, a little wild. In those moments,